What's up, Leo? I'm Shara, your limitless bestie. I hope everybody is doing good, winning at life, and drinking your water, making sure to stay hydrated, knowing that the universe is your sugar daddy. The universe is not on a budget. God is not on a budget. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into your reading. See what's coming towards you in the next 48 hours. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Crosswatcher. Roles can be reversed. This is 48 hours from when you see this. Okay. All right. What is coming toward Leo in the next 48 hours? Oh, you are going to new levels here. You're making connections. New levels, determination, moving forward, reaching to, it's like very ethereal knowledge. You could be learning something. You are protected by the divine. Okay. For some of you, you could be learning like Reiki or some kind of getting into magic, learning about magic or healing, something very ethereal, something very energetic. So you're going through this quantum, I feel like you're quantum jumping or you're quantum leaping. For some of you, you could be into astral travel, or I feel like you're learning a lot. You are moving forward. You're cutting people out that no longer serve your purpose. Yeah, you're done with some people. You're done. Okay. You could have been overwhelmed. Make sure that if you see somebody in need, to help them, because it looks like somebody needs your help, but you're like kind of focused somewhere else. Okay, just throwing that out there. Because you're so focused, and it's great to be self-focused, but we also need that support as well when we're in need. So I feel like somebody needs your help in something, or somebody feels left out in the cold. I feel like you got the wrong idea about somebody, is what it looks like. Tell me more about this Chariot. Yeah, it's like you're leaving something behind, or you're leaving family, friends behind in order to start a new project. For some of you, you could be like getting ready to move. You do have, like, as far as material, you do have bigger and better things coming towards you, but there might be some people that feel left out due to your success. I don't think that it's wrong or it's right, but sometimes, you never know who you're rubbing shoulders with. I know that's kind of controversial to say, but you never know when you're going to be in a situation where you're going to need somebody's knowledge or their expertise, and they're going to be like, oh, well, you left me out in the cold. So listen, we don't sugarcoat around here. I'm always going to be honest with you when I'm reading the cards. So I feel like there's a situation that is going to happen past the 48 hours that is kind of like, maybe you ignored this person's phone calls or their messages or something like that. You're going to be needing this person's insight on something. And I feel like they're going to be like, oh, well, you weren't there when I needed you, so I'm not going to respond to your message, or something like that. Okay. I do see a lot of success coming towards you. I do see that you are ascending, becoming more enlightened, but in the process, you're cutting people out. But I feel like you had cut out the wrong person, or there was a misunderstanding. I don't know if you were so focused on your goals, something like that. Coffee and Shilajit. Love it. All right. So give me more information about the situation. Hey, James. Yeah, it's like people who weren't able to lift you up, or bring you some kind of success. Like you weren't interested in taking on their problems, but I do see like one person here that is going to be an asset to like moving into the next level. Okay. Listen, a house can't stand by itself. It needs the nails, it needs the wood, it needs the I don't know. I don't know how to build a house, but it needs like concrete at the bottom. You know, different elements create a house. And I feel like you're building an empire. Hey, Sarah. I feel like you're building an empire here, and somebody has the knowledge to help you build that empire, but you're ignoring this person at the moment. It could be another Leo, could be a Sag, Aries, or Leo. Okay. Okay, how should Leo move forward in this situation? Okay, try to give up control in the situation. You have the tools. You have the mastermind. Okay. You could be doing manifestations or magic or whatever. Like, you know what you have, but there's something here that is like the key to the door. You know, you got this huge house, this huge life that's happening, but you need a key to the door. And this person is the key to the door. So I see that you are just try not to be in that egoic state of mind is what I'm seeing here. You could be dealing with an Aries. So how you should go about it is the Emperor reverse, like give up full control and let God, okay? Let the universe, you already threw it out into the universe. So allow the universe to conspire in your favor and work that out for you. I think sometimes the hardest thing to do is to release and let go of the circumstance, or trying to control the circumstance to an extent to where it's like you're not really doing anything. Relax, go have fun, enjoy, but know that the situation is going to improve. Read the signs and the synchronicities. And I can relate to that because last year when my brother passed away, y'all know the situation, but for the new ones, my brother passed away, which absolutely destroyed me. I love my brother so much. But my son was in the hospital for like 2 weeks. My YouTube account got hacked. Okay. 44,000 subscribers, which is, I mean, think about a stadium. That's all of you guys. Okay. I couldn't connect with you guys. So I was trying to control a situation. And when I surrendered, when YouTube told me, hey, we can't do anything about it, I surrendered to the situation. And I was like, all right, God, you take care of it. Guess what? About a week later, God took care of it and I got my account back, obviously. So, but I did open up 2 more accounts. So it's a blessing in disguise. But anyway, I feel like you got to release control, okay? And that's something that I had to learn recently. Let go of control, because you have the tools to manifest. You have everything that it takes to be successful, but you need a team under you. All right? You need a really strong, healthy support system. All right. Yeah, give up control. Let it go. Okay? Because it's like God has picked you out. God has picked you out, all right, to fight these battles. You have another person, okay? I feel like they're trying to knock you off your high horse, or they're trying to knock you off your success. What do y'all got going on, Leo? Okay. You have somebody here that is an asset to you moving forward or you becoming stronger. There's some kind of support that this person, it looks like a fire sign, Sag, Aries, Leo. And then you have somebody, could be a Capricorn, but it's somebody who is very angry at you. That is like, they want to knock you off your, your balance. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you, Leo. Somebody could be throwing a little woo-woo your way. And I think I said that in the beginning, and now the devil is like coming up. You could have somebody that don't want to see you progress. You're doing it anyway. Okay. You said, I know that the universe is my sugar daddy. Okay. Ready to spoil me and give me what I want. So somebody could be, I'm going to clarify this, devil. But with the way that the rest of the reading looks, somebody could be throwing something your way, whether it's intentional or not. The evil eye is real. Okay. I am a third generational practitioner when it comes to that kind of thing. I don't deal with no dark stuff. Okay. Let's just put that out there. I don't deal with no dark stuff. But I'm a third generation. My grandma, my dad, me. Okay. So I grew up this way. It looks like somebody could be doing a little something. Okay. Hey, Chumpar. Hey. All right. What is this devil about? Somebody is jealous. It could be jealousy as well. Somebody could be like really jealous of you. Oh. Okay. So we got the High Priestess reverse. Listen, if you've been having like headaches, ringing in the ears or something like that, I just want to say this because I don't want to make it that kind of reading. I am not that kind of reader. I don't read about that kind of stuff. But if you hear a ringing in your left ear, that's usually the negative energy. If you hear ringing in your right ear, this is usually good news coming toward you. Just remember that. Okay. Just make sure to do like a spiritual cleanse. If you don't know what you're doing, you probably need to learn. And I'm just going to say this for the Leos who are putting nasty stuff out to somebody else. That shit's going to come back and bite you in the ass. Okay. If I'm not ever going to sugarcoat if that's what you're doing, which I'm sure not all Leos are doing that, but there might be one or two that are out here putting spell work on somebody or doing something nasty. Yeah, it's coming right back to you, and it's going to be like 10 times worse, and you're going to wish that you had never done that. I'm just throwing it out there. But if you're doing something for justice, or you're doing something that you feel is unfair, and let spirit work it out, the angels, your ancestors, whatever, that's fine. But if you're doing like negative nastiness, okay, top of the deck, Magician, okay, every card has duality, but I feel like somebody is really jealous of your success and doesn't want you to move forward. All right. What is the challenge here? Not paying attention. Okay, so hold on. Okay, you're going to hit a brick wall if you don't get that support. It's like there's somebody who is trying to get your attention or wants your attention, wants to talk. This is an asset person. You could be younger than this person. So this could be somebody who has words of advice. Yeah, I feel like, you're just trying to do like your own thing. You're overwhelmed with life, or you're overwhelmed. You've got a lot of tasks to do. You're learning, you're ascending, you're leveling up. But it's not going to be as successful as if you don't let this person tell you what they need to tell you or something like that. There's some kind of misinformation or missed successes that you could have than if you would have listened to this person. Okay. I don't know. It's like they hold the key to something that you really want. And I don't think they have like bad intentions. But then you've got another person that is like really disgusting, okay, who's jealous of your come up or your level up, or they don't want to see you do it. Like, I don't know. And be careful. Do not tell people your business. Do not tell people what you're doing when it comes to business opportunities or your work situation. Not everybody is your friend. Don't be gossiping to people about somebody else, because I mean, then they're going to go around and do it back to you. And that could make you miss out on opportunities as well. So just be careful what you say. I know this sounds like I'm coming at you, Leo, but I'm reading the cards. Does spirit hold back and be like, all right, now here's what you need to do, baby, honey, sweet, sweet poo poo? No. Sometimes we learn the hard way. I learned the hard way. I need somebody to tell me, bitch, you need to set your ass down or whatever, because I'm so fiery. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a fire sign. So sometimes I need somebody to be like, listen, da 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 da. And you know what? I take valid criticism, because that's how we learn. That's how we're able to move forward and level up. Anyway, I see lots of success coming to you. I don't see a whole lot of love. It could be a love situation, but I'm just going to throw that out there. You do have a lot of success coming to you, but you could have more if you allow this person to help you. I feel like you're ignoring this person, maybe intentionally, maybe not intentionally, because you're so busy. But I feel like you're not going to have to be as busy, and you can focus on something else because of this, whatever this person brings. Okay. So anyway, like how you have a pillar on the porch. You can't just have one pillar on the porch. You got to have two pillars. Balance. Okay. Throwing it out there. Love you so much. Okay. So let's go ahead and wrap it up with a yes or no question. So go ahead and put your question in the comments or in the chat if you feel comfortable doing so. And if you're watching this during the recap or, after the live, you can pause it, think of your question, and I'm going to answer yes, no, or maybe, and why. Okay. All right. What is the answer to Leo's question? What is the answer to Leo's question? What is the answer to Leo's question? Okay. We have two yeses. Okay. A blessing in disguise. Wishes are coming true. Distance will bring clarity. Spirit guides are sending you love. You got new love coming in. I'm throwing it out there. Okay. You got love coming in. Banish limiting beliefs and you get what you put in. Acceptance is key. Okay. Acceptance of this person is key to your success. And believe in miracles. Okay. Miracles should be normal. Miracles should be normal. I want to say something. Okay. Where is my phone at? Oh, there it is. Okay. I know this is an old phone, but this is the phone that I use for my Secret Saggy Society channel. And it's been missing for 2 weeks. Okay. Since I got hacked, I don't keep any passwords or anything on my phone. Everything is literally written down old school. Okay. Missing for 2 weeks. Okay. Prayed about the phone. Spirit, I know you're going to help me find this phone because I need it for my, it's connected to for that channel. So it's logged in. Anyway, after 2 weeks goes by, I had already forgot about it. I was like, I accepted it. I surrendered. I said, you know what? If it's not meant for me to find it, then I guess I'm not supposed to find it, because it was on here. It was right here on my desk. Okay, so last night, I noticed that the broom had dropped in my room. First of all, what is a broom doing in my room? I don't know. I only have one kid here left in the house. And this phone was right beside my bed. When I picked it up, I noticed that it was right beside my bed. Okay, it's an old phone, but it still works. Anyway, but how did that get there? I don't know. But God did. All right. So miracles should be normal. So I believe that blessings come in disguises. There's a reason for everything. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later. If you want to become a member of the channel, hit the join button. We are getting ready to be talking about why it's important to manifest through your water, how it changes the molecular structure, the science, the quantum physics behind it, all the things. Okay, all the things. And if you want a personal reading, email me, sugarkitty007@yahoo.com. Check the description or the comments for pricing. And what else? I don't know. Y'all just have a good day. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Anywhere in the world that you could be, you're right here with me, and I appreciate you. So hit the like, hype me up if you have any left, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.